While names like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson dominate the history books, the American Revolution was powered by a far more diverse cast of unsung heroes. People of color, women, immigrants, working-class rebels who risked everything for the promise of liberty. From Crispus Attucks, the black man whose death ignited rebellion, to Deborah Sampson, who disguised herself as a man to fight on the battlefield, their stories are often left untold. These forgotten figures shaped the revolution in powerful, lasting ways, spreading radical ideas, spying on British forces, financing the cause, and fighting in both open combat and hidden resistance. In this video, we dive into the overlooked lives and sacrifices of the revolution's hidden architects. By age 20, he was free, possibly due to a loophole in his owner's will. Like other free blacks, Attucks faced constant threat of violence and discrimination. His story serves as a potent symbol of the American Revolution's inclusiveness, demonstrating that the struggle for liberty transcended racial barriers. On March 5, 1770, tensions between colonists and British soldiers were high in Boston. For nearly a year, she served with distinction, participating in several crucial battles, including the Siege of Yorktown, where her valor caught the attention of her fellow soldiers and officers alike. Despite the dangers of exposure, she managed to conceal her true identity throughout her service. Her bravery on the battlefield shattered gender norms and demonstrated that women were capable of the same courage and resilience as men. The Continental Army desperately needed gunpowder, but acquiring it was risky. Enter E. Compson, an enslaved man in Virginia who hatched a plan to smuggle gunpowder out of the state for the Patriots. He even rescued fellow spies from capture, showcasing remarkable courage and loyalty to the cause. Abraham Compson's legacy serves as a testament to the unwavering spirit of freedom and justice. His contributions to the American Revolution remain an integral part of our nation's history, reminding us that the fight for liberty is a shared endeavor that transcends boundaries of race and servitude. However, tragedy struck when Abraham Lincoln was captured and executed by the British. Undeterred, Compson continued his mission, successfully smuggling gunpowder out of Virginia and into the hands of the Continental Army. Facing the perilous journey ahead, Compson assembled a team of fellow enslaved people, forming a network of resistance fighters known as the Culper Spy Ring. Their actions not only helped to galvanize the colonial cause, but also served as a testament to the power of collective action and resistance against oppressive rule. When a crowd gathered near the Old South Meeting House to protest the Townshend Acts, Attucks and 4 others stepped forward to confront the soldiers. A group of colonists disguised as Native Americans boarded British ships and dumped valuable tea into the harbor, a symbolic protest against unfair taxation without representation. While their names may not be etched in stone or celebrated in history books, their actions had a profound impact on the course of our nation's founding. Such acts of civil disobedience became a hallmark of the Revolution, showcasing the growing discontent among the colonists towards British policies. Her story remained hidden until decades later, when her memoirs were published. Posthumously in 1802, their stories remind us that revolutions are not solely the product of grand strategies and military victories, but are fueled by the collective action of countless ordinary people from all walks of life. We hope this video has inspired you to learn more about the everyday patriots who shaped our nation's history. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel for more engaging historical content. Each of these individuals played a vital role in advancing the cause of independence. Morale was low and supplies were dwindling, threatening to derail their efforts to secure independence from British rule. With ingenuity and determination, they organized a boycott of British goods, encouraging fellow colonists to sever ties with the mother country. This economic measure aimed to inflict financial repercussions on Britain, demonstrating that, even in the face of adversity, the colonists were united and willing to make sacrifices for their cause. In this critical moment, a group of resolute women known as the Daughters of Liberty stepped forward to offer their support. Despite facing societal disapproval upon her return, she had proven that women could serve their country with honor and distinction, paving the way for future generations of female trailblazers. As they jeered, a scuffle ensued, and shots rang out. Her story continues to inspire awe and admiration for her courage and determination. By shedding light on her extraordinary journey, we honor not only a remarkable individual, but also the countless other women who have fought for equality and justice throughout history. All 5 men fell, victims of the first bloodshed between armed citizens and British troops. An event immortalized as the Boston Massacre. It's time they finally get the recognition they deserve. Using secret codes and dead drops, they communicated with Abraham Woodhull, one of the spies they had trained. Meanwhile, Atkinson focused on infiltrating British supply depots, stealing gunpowder and transporting it to safe houses along the way. A crowd estimated at over 10,000 marched to the town meeting house, where they drafted a letter demanding the soldiers be tried in a civilian court. The petition they wrote denounced the killings as a horrid and cruel massacre and called for justice. After reading the document aloud, a delegate placed it under the Liberty Tree, solidifying its connection to the site of the massacre. The tree became a rallying point for patriots who gathered to denounce British tyranny and plot acts of resistance, shade a symbol of freedom. The Liberty Tree still stands as a reminder of Attucks and the other martyrs of the Revolution. They paid the ultimate price for liberty, offering their lives so that future generations could enjoy the freedoms they had died for. The American Revolution is taught as a story of grand ideals, brave patriots, and daring acts of defiance against an oppressive empire. But it's also a tale of everyday courage. Behind every major victory and pivotal moment, there are lesser-known individuals whose contributions have been overlooked. Like many young women of the time, her life revolved around domestic duties and societal expectations, confined her to the domestic sphere. But when news broke of the outbreak of the American Revolution, something inside her stirred. Yearning for purpose and seeking to contribute to the burgeoning movement, she defied convention and joined the Continental Army, but were essential to the success of the revolutionary cause. The inscription on the base lists only 5 victims, including Crispus Attucks, described as a sailor. Attucks was almost certainly the first person of African descent to die in the struggle for American independence. He remains one of many whose race or gender has obscured their contributions to our national story. Their stories remind us that revolutions are not won by a select few, but by the collective action of countless ordinary people from all walks of life, who dared to dream of a better world. As we celebrate the 250th anniversary of the American Revolution, it's important to pause and recognize the unsung heroes whose legacies are just as vital to our nation's founding as those found in the history books. Let us delve into the chronicles of these everyday patriots and discover how their quiet acts of resistance helped shape the destiny of a nation. The Liberty Tree at the corner of King Street and the Old South Meeting House in Boston is a monument to those who died in the Boston Massacre of 1770. Attucks was born into slavery around 1723 in Framingham, Massachusetts. Following the massacre, colonists rallied around the Liberty Tree to protest the violence. Crispus Attucks is remembered today through monuments and annual reenactments of the Boston Massacre. Deborah Sampson was a young farmer's daughter living in rural Massachusetts when she heard the rousing calls for independence from British rule. Disguising herself as a man named Robert Shirtliff, Sampson enlisted in 1782 at the age of 22, donning male attire and adopting a new identity. When Sampson's time in the army eventually came to an end, she returned home, forever changed by her experiences. Today, Deborah Sampson's legacy lives on through statues and historical societies dedicated to preserving her memory. As the American Revolution heated up, so did the need for supplies. Under Major Benjamin Talmadge's leadership, Comson's group spied on the British, relaying critical information about troop movements and fortifications back to George Washington's headquarters. Despite facing constant danger and separation from his wife and children, whom he had purchased freedom for, E. Compson's bravery knew no bounds. After the war, E. Compson and his family moved to New York, where he spent his remaining days as a freeman, though he never received recognition for his espionage work during the Revolution. Let us take inspiration from his courage as we strive to build a more inclusive and equitable society for all. As the American Revolution reached its climax, the Continental Army faced a dire situation. Led by figures like Abigail Adams, these patriotic women recognized the dire straits their countrymen faced and took it upon themselves to make a difference. One of their most iconic acts of defiance was the Boston Tea Party of 1773 through their tireless efforts. The Daughters of Liberty played a pivotal role in shaping public opinion and mobilizing support for the American Revolution. These unsung heroines of the Revolution deserve recognition for their invaluable contributions to securing America's path toward independence.
Ow.
Join us in celebrating their legacy and the enduring impact they had on shaping our nation's history. The contributions of these everyday patriots were instrumental in securing the hard-won victory of the American Revolution. From the courageous acts of resistance by the Daughters of Liberty to the daring espionage of Abraham Ecumson, from the bravery of Deborah Sampson on the battlefield to the sacrifice of Crispus Attucks in the face of oppression, as we reflect on their legacy, let us be inspired by their unwavering commitment to justice and freedom. It's time we give them the recognition they so richly deserve. Thank you for joining us on this journey to uncover the hidden stories of the American Revolution. Together, let's continue to explore the fascinating stories that have shaped our past and continue to resonate today. Stay tuned for more historical tales.